Here it is. This is the chair that I built in the last video. And because the video was going on a bit long, I didn't show myself building the rockers. So I'll get straight to it. I didn't really feel like leaving the house to buy some more wood. So I'm just going to use this plank of wood that I use for my stop blocks on my miter saw. I have got another plank as well that I had as a leg on one of my workbenches, and I've replaced that. So here I'm measuring the height of the seat so I can calculate the radius of the rocker. This is a website it's a Hal Taylor's website. He builds rocking chairs for giants, and he's got the perfect formula to figure out the radius of a rocker. So he times the height of the seat by pi, which is 3.14. I did use that on my first rocking chair that I built, but I didn't allow for the extra height that the leg would be bolted up onto the rockers. So I'm going to allow for it this time. Here's my makeshift compass. It's just a piece of string and a kettlebell. So I've been watching the new Yankee Workshop. I've been wanting to get some tips on how to speak to the camera. I'm not really there yet, but I think it's because I need that check shirt. I think I'll get a check shirt for next time. But I was watching this episode, and he was building this rocking chair, and he had this like drum sander that you put onto your drill press so he can smooth out the rockers. So I got me this. Probably spent more than I wanted to, but I thought the cheaper ones weren't big enough. And this is a good quality, and I will use the other ones on other projects. Here I'm just tracing out the other rocker. So here we go, I've got my two rockers cut and sanded, and now I want to split them in half. I probably should have done this before I cut the curves, so I could cut all the way through on the table saw. But now I'm going to have to use the bandsaw, which is not ideal. It's a bit rough, but I can work with that. Just use a double-sided sticky tape to stick them all together so I can sand them all to the same size. Here I'm just going to screw 2 blocks of wood in between the 2 pieces. Why I'm doing this will hopefully come clear later on. Here I've got me 2 rockers. First I'm just gonna practice a bit of surfing. So the idea behind this design of rockers is to do away with the clamps when I'm testing the position of the chair on the rockers. Here I can just slot the chair in and just position it as needs be. Here I felt the centre of gravity needed moving forward, so I just nudged them forward a little bit. And I just bolt them on with some coach bolts. And here they are. Turned out pretty good. They do a rocking job. So I've made some changes from the original video. This seat, it dips down too much. So this cross section, it really digs into the back of your legs. So I've ripped them all out. I'm going to start again. Decided to burn the slats because I don't really like the black stain. Here I'm just brushing off the top char with a nylon brush on the drill. So I've got a flap sander and I thought I'd round off this cross section so it's nice on the back of your legs. And starting my knots again. The problem before was my half square knots weren't tight enough and they were just coming apart. So we're making sure they're nice and tight. When I got to the seat section, I decided just to put one knot in between each slat, then just tying it off onto the end. If I was going to do this again, I probably wouldn't use red rope. I really don't like the red. So here it is. I am happy with this chair. It's comfy and it rocks nicely. But you can't deny that it's still an ugly chair. It's as ugly as the first chair that I built. So my mission from now on is I'm going to build a good looking, sexy chair. Watch this space. Peace and love.